I want to talk about how we started.
Okay.
And it was just recently, parang we did this parang press con, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Doon ko lang naalala bakit nag-start yung pod.
Yeah.
Can you share again?
So, we were going through a rough time. It was 2018. It was, so June, no? So 4 months old si Pancho. So it was 4 months after we had given birth. And then it was a very difficult time. Parang I wasn't so active on social media. And I just wasn't feeling like sharing so much. And I was going through something and I wasn't myself. And then Jim noticed it. And I think kasi that it makes me happy, interacting and sharing about stuff that I experienced. So you talked to me and you said, hey, and you didn't put any pressure on it. You just said, sobrang love mo yung mga podcasts mo. And then you said, the ones you were listening to. And you said that we should do it. We should do something like it. And then I said, parang ayoko. And then you just encouraged me and you said, you know what? Maybe this could help your transition back to doing what you love. And I'll be right here holding your hand beside you. And it just meant so much to me because I know that you're very shy. You don't like putting yourself out there. Initially, you said that I should do it. Now I remember. You said, and I said I didn't want to. And then you said, "No, okay, I'll do it with you if it'll make you more comfy." And I really appreciated that.
I do not remember that talaga.
Yeah, you made me, believe that there are people who still want to listen to what we have to say, what I have to say, and then now what you have to say, and now it's opened a whole new world for me and for you.
For me personally, just to let you know, the main reason was I wanted to support Saab. Diba? I wanted, sige, parang bahala na. Kaya if you listen to our first ever episode, I was so quiet, diba? I just kept thinking, what will people think? What will people think? Ganyan. And then, so the other reason why I wanted to do it was, I thought, okay, ang dami kong business. Maybe this is a good way to promote it. It was really that simple.
Yeah, it's a marketing
Parang inisip ko,
tool.
okay, I'm gonna use this as a marketing tool na maybe I can talk about the businesses, whatever. Nakakatawa. And after 200 episodes, like, the one thing that we always forget, especially in the beginning, was after like the first 2 episodes, was the actual ads.
Yeah.
So the reason why I wanted to talk about that is
Linya is
is what's your why? So when you start with the question na or when you have the thought na I want to start a podcast. I think that's the first question you have to tackle. What's your why? Why do you want to do this? Because from there, everything from format to content planning to how much you want to invest in this, both time and money, those will be answered, and your why will be your foundation as you move forward.
and in helping you make decisions.
Helping you make decisions, because when you have your why, then you now have your set of values. So that's why you start with your why, and then once you find that out, then you commit to it. And it'll be easy to commit to it. So for sabi na, yung why talaga namin nung time na yun, aside from that, totoo talaga yung nasa write-up natin na during that time, we were both like trying to figure our way back into the world. Diba? Parang Saab was trying to recover. I was silently hurting and trying to recover. But parang therefore we found ourselves like not connecting without knowing it.
Yeah.
Did you understand?
We were I completely understand.
Parang
we barely had we didn't have time for each other.
There was like a disconnect, but we didn't know it because we're so happy together.
Because we're soulmates.
Yeah.
Parang we were so comfy with each other. So parang okay lang kahit di tayo nag really like deep conversations. Kasi, it was, everything was about Pancho.
Yeah.
And his recovery, his healing, everything was like appointment.
The budgets, planning, all these things. And so yung why namin was, tara, parang ito yung sure ball date natin. Diba? And that's why, so parang...
So sobrang hashtag efficient mo, ginawa mong project yung date natin. Content. Gawin natin, mag-date tayo, pero gawin natin content.
So,
Racket.
so,
Sorry, hindi pala. Ano pala?
factory. So, I think with that, it was so easy to keep doing it because we knew our why. We believed in it. We had fun doing it. Therefore, we could commit to it. So the reason why that's an important question is because do you really love it? And I think that's the next one.
No, but I think here's the follow-up question. Like, how deep should your why be? Kasi kumari, let's say I'm a pod kid and I want to start a podcast. Kontring ko, why would you start a podcast? Because I think it could be fun. Do you stop there? And can I answer it?
Go.
I think it's okay to make your why not so deep at the very start. Like you and I, it was, you wanted to help me out. But it wasn't like you didn't super dig deep into why you were doing it, right? And through the 3 years, I feel like it's gotten deeper. The why has gotten deeper. Diba? Kasi we saw the community building and we saw how it touched the lives of people. It sobrang sorry, I feel like I'm building ourselves up. But it's true. I mean, we get so many letters from you guys and you say how much we've helped with your loneliness and making you feel like you're with friends. And that means a lot to us. I love that we're able to do that.
Ang starting at the ending ko kasi diba is your why. And in relation to that why is consistency. You'll only be able to be consistent is if you believe in the reason why you're doing this podcast and you really love doing it.
Yeah.
That's why yung sinabi ko nga yung friends who called me, like when they were saying like, kung alam ko na when the first few questions starts with, paano yung sponsors? Pag ganun na agad, parang, okay, parang, ang sasabihin ko lagi, dude, just like any business, imagine na for 1 year, you're not gonna earn. Para you'll be able to ask yourself, I remember it, and this, nakakatawa, this lesson stuck with me for such a long time. Sabi ko sa dad ko, Papa, I want to be a doctor. Swear, as in I was so sure about it. And then sabi niya, okay, sabi niya, can you imagine yourself healing people for free for the rest of your life? And then biglang, ay, and I was in high school.
No one's judging you.
So, ang point ko is, I didn't want it that much. I didn't love alam mo yun, parang, and then I became more imaginative about it. Like, okay, I'm gonna clean up wounds and stuff, and I can't even do that for myself. So I really don't like it pala.
Yeah.
Diba? So,
that's the first time I heard about that.
Yeah, ngayon ko lang nalala.
This podcast really brings us together.
Okay. So listen to a lot of podcasts kasi that's how you find out what you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, don't try it. Parang kuwari, kami ni Saab, like kuwari ako, I'm technically before Produ and the team came on board, I was the producer. And Saab would always say, like, hey, I really want to do this. Kasi we listen to different types of podcasts. Si Saab mas, yung mga serial, yung mga...
I have a mixture of really well-produced ones and edited ones. And then I have the mga talking.
Like Conan, mga ganon. So ako rin actually...
Pero kay Conan maganda rin yung format niya. Edited rin yun eh.
Well, ako for the longest time, I really loved long-form, unfiltered conversations. And tingnan mo, the reason why I started that Happy Dad podcast was because nagka-phase ako na na-addict ako sa mga kung ano-anong podcast. Like yung kala Malcolm Gladwell, all these things. So I was like, sige, I want to try helping out, giving advice, whatever. I think nakakatawa because this is the same exact conversation I had with Ali. Nung kay Ali, tingnan mo,
oh yeah, the Linya Linya show.
The Linya Linya show. When I talked to Ali, alam ko agad yung hindi siya business eh. Alam ko na agad yung, that's why I wanted to support him. Kasi ako, I encouraged him. Sabi ko, sobrang, you're like the funniest guy I know. And
he has a really nice voice too.
It's like, and you write so well. You have so many ideas. Pero when he was talking to me, there was not a single moment na he was like, alam ko na, parang business vibes. So anyway, yun. I think that's crucial. And then, so from there, yun yung exact advice na sinabi ko sa kanya. Pero Ali, kung ganito, kailangan maging podcast addict ka na. Diba?
Listen.
You have to listen to a lot of pods and listen to what you like, ano yung flavor.
And I do know, because I listen to podcasts, I know that while you're listening to this, you're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're probably like brushing your teeth, giving your dog a bath, or washing the dishes. A lot of washing. And with that, natutuwa ako na because I do those things while I listen to podcasts, I know the behavior of the audience. So isipin mo rin, like, what do you do while you're listening to podcasts para you can imagine lang your viewers, your listeners.
So,
Smile sa akin.
ay,